Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I hope that you guys are ready to write. In case you can't tell, we're doing impromptu writing sprints today. Let me know if you can hear my husband in the background, and I will move to the other room. He is gaming right now, but I thought I wanted to have like the pretty Christmas tree in the background and everything. So let me know if you hear background noise and I can change it. He's playing Skyrim. And so we have a lot going on in the background. But anyway, also we have the beautiful fish. Say hello. She's so spoiled. She got mad at me earlier. I was playing with her and I'd played with her for a while and she was like, keep playing with me now. And she was like, Barhemi and stuff. I love her. I love you, Fish. You're the best. I'm sorry I just like threw you under the bus online. I love you. She's looking at me right now. She hates me. Guys, please. But anyway, I don't think anyone is here yet, but if you are here, please say hello in the chat. I would love to hear what you're working on tonight. What's on your radar? I I never even introduced myself. If you're new here, which I highly doubt, because I feel like live streams are mostly people that you've already subscribed to. But my name is Hannah. I am a 21-year-old writer, and I just finished draft 2 of my YA religious fantasy / science fiction novel. And the last video I posted, I was brainstorming a new novel, Project Eerie, but it is time for me to get back to Project Ace of Spades, which is the novel I just finished the draft of, because we have a very quick turnaround for draft 3. I'm working on draft 3 for my thesis. It took me about 3 months to do draft 1. It took me 11 months to do draft 2 because I had to teach myself how to edit and everything. But I think I wrote out a schedule for when I needed to finish drafts because I kind of wanted to do quicker drafts, faster drafts, and focus on different things in each draft. So I'm giving myself one more developmental edit, and that's like a 2-month draft. And then I have a 1-month line level draft, and then I have like a week copy edit. Like, it is absolutely insane. I was getting scared the other day, like, legitimately terrified because of the fact that, like, this book is so close to query ready. It's actually insane. I never gave you guys an update. I'll make a video about it, but a quick update on my meeting with my professor. It went very well. It went better than I thought it was gonna be, because I can see all the issues with the book, and they were like, actually, like, they consolidated it. They were like, these are big issues that stood out, but other things are like, it's not as big of a deal as you're making it. But I want to fix everything. So it's like the big issues they gave me were world and character motivations for a specific character, which are I didn't know about world, but I kind of did. I just didn't know the extent of the issue, like that I just need to explain the world. It's not the world itself, it's the way it's explained. I need to make sure it's done in a tactful way in the beginning and that it's extremely clear how it functions. And then I need a character's motivations. And those are the main things I need to fix. But like, because I can see everything and because the book is so close, like, I don't want the book to be at a place where I'm like half happy with it. I want to be fully happy with it. But anyway, I'm sorry. I literally went on a rant. We have written by Emily is here. Oh my gosh, hello. I am so glad you're here. I'm actually so happy. If you want to drop below what you'll be working on, that would be so awesome. We're going to be doing writing sprints. I'm not fancy tonight. I don't have a wheel. We're probably just going to do Pomodoro writing sprints, maybe some 30s, 45s. But yeah, definitely drop what you're working on. I'd be so excited to hear it. And yeah, that's basically the update. Like, I'm actually scared that like this book is never gonna get to a point where I'm like fully happy with it. And I know that's not true, but like I literally don't know if I can get it to a point where I'm happy in it. But it's crazy that like by May, I will probably be querying this book. I'm not even kidding. I'm not which is crazy because, like, it's really not that far off from my original deadline or, like, by when I wanted to query, but it's strictly the fact that, like it's strictly the fact that I took so long for draft 2, but now I'm gonna do a really quick draft 3, 4, 5. And if it's not query ready by the end of spring, it's really not a big deal, but my professor's gonna, like, help me format query stuff, and I really wanna take advantage of that and use that, and so, like, I would like to think that I will be query ready by May, which is insane. So that's why I have to get this book. I have to get this book good. Like, I cannot dilly-dally anymore. I have this problem where I'm very bad at making big edits, but I just need to scrap it. I just need to let go of all of it. All of it's gone. Like, I can burn it. Like, we're gonna have a little book burning ceremony where we don't care about drafts 1 and 2. We're draft 3, new draft. Nobody cares about draft 1 and draft 2. Who are they? Anyway, let's see. Oh, Emily, okay. I'm working on draft 1 of my cyberpunk novel. I just hit 60K today. That's awesome. I love the idea of cyberpunk. I feel like I haven't read enough cyberpunk. I know that there are a lot of cyberpunk books. So, if you have any, like, cyberpunk recommendations, definitely let me know because that sounds so cool, and congratulations on hitting 60K, that's actually incredible. Like, 60K words is amazing, so that's amazing. Everyone, cheers for Emily. Stars, claps, everything, because that's amazing. Yeah, Holly is here! Yes, I'm so glad you're here. This brings me so much joy. I know exactly what you mean, LOL. I'm such Yes! I can't, like, ugh. And it's funny because I really thought edits were gonna be like because I decided to pursue my dream of being a writer without, like, outside, affirmation that I could do it, like and this is the first time anyone's read my book. It's, like, the first time that anyone could have told me, "Hey, maybe you shouldn't have decided to do this, like, maybe you shouldn't have, like, changed your entire life around and so you could be a writer. Maybe that was not a good decision." And they could have told me that, but it turns out I'm actually a good writer. Wow. I'm actually decent. That's crazy. So, yeah. I'm either writing one of my additional chapters or working on book 1. One of the additional chapters that you're talking about in the comments earlier today, with your old drafts, because I need to know, or working on book 1. That's cool. I love. Yes! Yes, it's so exciting, but it's also just so terrifying. Like, I feel like I've been working on this book for so long, but also I feel like it's not ready, but I know it will be, and there's, like, a certain point where you just have to say, like, "This is the best I can do," like and there will be rounds of edits. If and when I get a literary agent, if and when it goes on submission, if and when it gets a book deal, there will be more edits, like, there will be time, but, like, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out the truth of this story. Like, how does this story unfold in reality? Because I have to think of things as like, this is real. This is real. How does this story actually happen? Like, what is the true vision? I'm just trying to get back to the true vision. And it's not like, how can I finagle my characters to make certain decisions? Like, how can I do this stuff? It's like, how did this really happen? I need to figure out how it really happens. And so, side note, we're going to be doing all the plotting stuff today that I never did. If you were with me in the very beginning of my channel, I don't know if either of you were, but I did pre-revision prep videos. We're back with the pre-revision prep, and we are doing everything. Like, I am making a book playlist. I am actually making a vision board. I am plotting out the entire thing using plot grids. If you haven't heard of plot grids, they actually changed my life. I'm not even kidding because I think in terms of subplots and balancing subplots. That's how I think, but I'm also like a pantser, so it's all in my head. But plot grids are where you like line it up by chapter and plot point, and then you say the main plot in another column, and then the successive columns are subplots. So you can kind of get a visual representation of how things are laid out. There's a really good video by, I think it's Writing with Claire Phrase, that does it, but it's really good, so you should definitely check that out. But yeah, it's so exciting, yes. Thank you. Me and my husband put it up the other day, so and I was like, "Can we please put it up today? It's a week till Christmas. We need to do it now." And we did it, which is awesome. I recently read I have heard of Cinder. I've heard of Cinder. I've heard so many good things, but I have yet to read it, so I definitely need to read it. Is that yes, I'm pretty sure that is also the one by Marissa Meyer. I'm debating whether or not to read that. Yes, okay, amazing. Yes. Hey, would you like to say hello?
Sure.
Oh,
Hey everyone.
bye. Have
Bye-bye.
fun on
I love you.
Skyrim.
Yeah, I'm playing Skyrim.
No more yelling.
I wasn't yelling too bad, was I?
No, not too bad. I don't think. Oh.
The audience, could they hear me?
I did. I asked in the beginning if they could hear you, but no one was there yet. So I was like, tell me if you hear the gaming in the background.
Well, fortunately no one heard me.
Well, no,
Or at
yeah,
least I
yeah.
hope so.
But you are quite loud because we have thin walls.
My bad.
Bye.
Bye-bye, I love you.
Love you. Yes, that honestly, I've heard like so many videos using it to explain how to do good world building. I was recently rewatching world building videos because like that's what I have to do. And one of them was by Abby Emmons. I love Abby, but she made a video and I think it was Abby, but I think she used Cinder as an example. So I need to read it. I have such a long TBR. It's actually crazy. I don't if you do you guys have like book goals for the end of the year? Because I have a goal to read 50 books. I'm on 41. It is mid-December. And the thing is, I was gonna make a vlog. I was gonna make a giant vlog reading vlog, like, can I finish my TBR? And it's so funny to me because I used to do like polls, like what kind of videos would you guys like to see? And no one voted for reading vlogs. Nobody wants to see reading vlogs for me, even though like I know that's not true. Like if you have like writing vlog and reading vlog, what are you gonna pick? I'm glad that people pick writing vlog, but I think it's funny that every single time without fail, no one wants the reading vlogs, but I always put it on the poll because I love reading vlogs. But anyway, I have that many books left. So let me know if you guys have like reading goals or anything. Yes, yes. Much hellos. I love Abby. I'm not even kidding. Like 2 years ago when it was maybe 3 years ago, a while ago when I first started writing and did not know plot, like her videos, I watched them like every day. Every spare moment that I had, I was watching Abby because honestly, she was explaining a lot of things in a way that made a lot of sense to me, and they were really helpful for me and like building out characters. So I love Abby's videos. And then Abby will do the occasional vlog and it'll be awesome. I want more vlogs from Abby. And I know that's so much to ask cuz like I love her craft videos and I never want to lose those, but like the occasional vlogs that Abby does, I live for an Abby vlog. It's honestly the best. Yes, it is. The amount of her videos I watch are crazy. Yes. Honestly, she's a comfort author tuber. I love Sarah Sutton. Sarah Sutton is a comfort author tuber for me too. I love Sarah's videos. Like they're if I am like stressed, no, maybe not stressed, but like I need inspiration, I will watch a Sarah video. I love Sarah Sutton's videos. And then I love Christy Jones, but everyone loves Christy Jones. She's the best. So yes. My reading goal is to finish all of the 200 plus free ebooks I've gotten throughout the year. That is so many. I need to know how far have you gotten through? Is this next year's goal or is this year? And how far have you gotten through? It sounds a little too optimistic. I was looking back on my goals for this year because I made a video about it earlier today, and I was surprised by how many I was like, I actually got close or checked those off in some way or another. But also there were a few I was like, yeah, I knew that was not gonna happen. I knew that was not gonna happen. Like, realistically, you cannot hit them all. I haven't heard of Sarah. You should. I haven't. I'm gonna. This is gonna sound so bad. I haven't actually read any of Sarah Sutton's books, but I want to. She writes sweet romances. Most of them are YA, but she has a couple new adult. But she writes predominantly YA, and she's going back to YA in her other series. But she has like big series of YA romance, sweet romance, but you don't have to read them in a specific order. They're all like standalone, but they're like collected. And I love her videos. Like I also started watching her when I first watched AuthorTube, and she's amazing. I've been in a huge reading slump, so my goal is not going to happen this year. I feel that honestly, the only reason that I'm close to hitting mine is because of all the books I've read for school. I counted my school books, not like textbooks, but like books that I read for my English degree. I counted those. So that's like the only reason I'm even close at all. Next year's goal, I haven't had much time. Yeah, I would be worried if you were like, December 19th, we're going to read 200 plus books. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think that's actually humanly possible. Next year, I'm definitely reading 50 books. I love that. Like, this was the first year, surprisingly, I ever set a reading goal. And it was actually kind of fun because it like pushed me to read consistently throughout the year. And 50 books, I feel like it's small enough that it's not like crazy. Like it's a doable amount. And I still think I'll be able to read 50. Like I think that I'm going to kind of lock in and try to read 9. We'll see what happens. There are some books that I'm like partially through that I could finish that I just haven't finished yet. I'm the kind of person that I've never been afraid to like read multiple books at the same time. Like I don't really DNF books. Well, I sometimes do, but like I'm okay with just putting down a book and then picking up another book until I want to go back to that book. So I think I will, but 9 books in this many days, maybe not, but we're going to try. We're going to try. Yes, sounds like it's for me. Yes. Definitely. You got this. 50 is like I said, it's a good goal. It's a good start. Oh, I love this, you guys. I forced myself to finish books a little. I hate DNF. Honestly, I don't think I DNF a lot. And like I feel like there's a certain point that you reach in a book where like if you reach that point, you're finishing it. Like if I read like a chapter and I'm like, no, like I think I'll DNF. But I rarely pick up books that I don't think I'm gonna love. And even if I start not loving them, like most of the books I pick up, I'm like, I have to read this. Like this is a staple of reading. Not that I usually hate those, but most of the books I pick up, it's like I'm picking this up like I need to read this book. I'm really interested in this book. Like I need to finish this book. And so yeah, but if I reach like the 50% mark, I'm finished. Like we're finishing the book. At some point, it could be 5 years from now, but it's not over yet. We're keeping that thing on my bookshelf till it's time. Like we are not ending this. I'm more of a third of the way. Yeah, third of the way is good too. And like it depends. I guess it also depends how long the book is. Depending on like, because if it's shorter, it's like, oh, I haven't even really got that. Well, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. We're already 18 minutes in. I haven't even pulled up Flocus. But are you guys ready for our first sprint? Definitely let me know in the chat what times we're feeling. I'm good for, in complete honesty, like maybe we could start off with a 20, but at the same time, I like sprints that are like 30 to 45. So I'm also good with a long one, but it is completely up to you guys. We will start with a short one or a long one, depending on what works for you guys. Okie dokie. Sorry, I'm getting the pretty. I'm getting the pretty I'm getting the pretty focus pulled up. Don't mind me. Just changing the focus theme into something really pretty. Let's see. Ooh, I'm kind of feeling this one today. I don't know. This is always fun to me to choose the focus theme. You guys, my last focus was 50 minutes. When did I do that? There's no way I actually did that. I probably just had like when I was studying for my finals, I put on focuses, but I was ignoring them. Like I would just go past them and it would just be going on in the background. I don't know, just having a constant timer in the background, I guess that's just a clock, helps me. I could not tell you. Okay, I need to actually change this into something reasonable. Oh yeah, you guys are letting me know. Okay. Down for 30. I had to DNF a book at 92% done because it randomly started. Oh my gosh. Holly, I'm gonna tell you something terrible. I'm gonna tell you something terrible. Please, please don't hate me. My that is also really random at 92%. That is really random at 92%. My Christian religious fantasy book has curse words in it, strictly for the fact that like it makes sense for the characters that are saying them, and I wanted to paint a realistic picture. And if you look at media like television, movies, shows these days, they have curse words in them, and I also just wanted to be realistic. Like if it's not realistic for the character, I don't do it unnecessarily. But like if a character's like, "Oh, this person would curse," I have them curse, but I don't curse in real life. Anyway, yeah, my book has a curse word on the first page. Dog. Anyway, that's really weird at 92% though. That like it randomly started doing it. That's so weird that like it was not and then all of a sudden it happened. Like even that is just inconsistent. Fish. I can do a 30, but I'll be in and out. Okay. We are so ready. I will put a 30 on it and we will get that done. Okay, perfect. We have the 30. Yes, that makes sense. Yeah, and like the thing is I don't even really curse in real life. It's just like that's just how the character is. I just have to know in advance that there's cursing. Otherwise, it shocks me so much. That's so fair. I didn't grow up cursing, so if I don't know yeah, that makes sense. Like it would just come out of nowhere and you'd be kind of like taken out. That makes yeah, it's so random. Like and it's and especially you're saying like it's something that words like multiple like consistently at 92 is kind of crazy. Hi, I'm so glad you're here. Oh my gosh, we're just about to start a sprint, so you came at the perfect time. And honestly, we really need to start because we've already been on here for a few minutes, but I'm so glad you're here. Definitely put down in the chat if you want what you're working on and we will and I can like look at it after the sprint's over, but I'm so glad you're here. I hope that you're ready to write or be productive or whatever you're here for, or just for chats. I love that as well. But yeah, I think we are, oh my gosh, we are about to get started. So good luck, everyone. Again, thank you guys for being here. I know this is kind of like impromptu, out of nowhere sprint, so I'm so glad we were able to get people here. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Good luck, everyone, and go. Hello, everyone. It is the end of our first sprint. I know we got a lot of new people while we were sprinting, so I'm just gonna go through the comments from the beginning. But I'm so glad we had so many new people show up. I know I missed this. That sounds really cool. I don't know if you elaborate later on, but that sounds very cool. And yes, I agree. That sounds very fun. Yes. Hi, Jess. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you made it. If you guys do not follow Jess, she is an amazing author too, where she has a lot of fun videos. Hi, I'm also so glad you're here. Lots of fun people in the chat. Yes, hello, welcome to the stream. That is me. Hello as well. I'm so glad you're here. And Charlie stopped by, also a wonderful author tuber. If you don't follow Charlie, I highly suggest going and checking out Charlie's channel. Ooh, a faceless creature. Oh, wait. Wait, I'm getting somewhere. Never usually join anything, being from a later time zone, but I am enjoying a late night writing today. Oh, that's so wonderful. I love that. I'm sorry it's usually later for you, but I'm glad that it worked out that way, and I'm so glad that you're here. Also, side note, if you guys have last lines you would like to share, I would love to read them. I think that's always so fun. A faceless creature, a hollow man, what do we thrive upon worlds of bane? An illusion of life, scream less cry, do you doubt when the birds take flights? Whoa! Spitting straight up poetry out of nowhere. That is so cool. I love that. That's so cool. I'm actually so taken aback. Hello, JK Lambo. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're asking me, I am writing a book. Oh wait, I think you were asking aliens or magic. I'm writing a short story at the moment, although my cat is demanding my attention. Yes, I definitely get that. What's the short story about? I made a comic with friends about a Martian who gets to Earth and possesses an Elizabethan boy and then lives for the next 4 centuries as a vampire kind of creature. So I'm writing that, but nothing more serious. But I'm writing that, but more serious. That's so cool. Actually, I'm astounded. I'm actually astounded. Hi, I got recommended this live stream. How's everyone's writing going? I'm so glad you're here. That is extremely rare that we get anyone new. So that's very exciting. I'm so glad you're here. Are you writing? I'm currently writing I'm doing pre-revision prep for draft 3 of my YA religious fantasy sci-fi novel, Project AOS. So that is what I'm working on today. And I'll get into what I did in the sprint later. But yeah, we're so glad you're here. This is awesome. Sounds good, but what is it? What is a Elizabethan boy? I don't know why that's so funny. Sounds good, but what is a Elizabethan? What is a Elizabethan boy? That's so funny to me for some reason. He's got lore for the 1600s and 1900s/2000s, but not between, so I should figure that out. Ooh, yeah. That is a good gap of time, and maybe you could come up with a few bits of information of stuff that happened there. Yes, it's so interesting. As in young boy from Elizabethan England, the period where Queen Elizabeth ruled. That's very cool. The first ruled. Sorry, I cannot speak today. Very cool. Ian's here. I'm so glad that you're here, Ian. That makes me so happy. And thank you for commenting on the recent video. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. That was awesome. But I'm cooking, so I can't write, but wanted to say I love cooking. If you want to share what you're cooking, let us know, because food is always the best. I'm currently working on a debut novel. I thought I'd join the fun. Well, I am so glad you're here. If you want to provide more information on your debut novel, I would love to hear about it. But also, I'm literally the most secretive about my projects ever. So, I understand as well. But that's so fun that you're working on a debut. And I really love that for you. I wonder if you're just getting into writing or you've written books before, but this is the first one you plan to publish. I'd be interested to hear it. So, that's very cool. I got 718 words. The last sentence I just wrote was, how would I learn which one it was? Not really suspenseful to you all, but it actually holds a lot of significance to the story. Ooh, I love that. I love that. It's like if we knew, we'd be freaking out, but we don't know. I love that. Speaking of, you guys, I don't think you're ever gonna notice. I don't think anyone pays enough attention to notice, but like the amount of Easter eggs that I leave in my videos where I say stuff and then I'm like, if people knew the context of what my book was about, this would be funny, or like this gives a clue. Because I'm the most like, I'm acting like Taylor Swift. I'm like constantly leaving Easter eggs for you guys for no reason. No one would understand them. No one would. That's the thing. Last words. That's so ominous. That's so ominous. Yes, everyone, give us your last words. That, oh my gosh, you guys, that'd be a crazy like horror novel. It's like a writing stream, except the words that if everyone submits their last line, that's their last words. Someone pick it up, write a novel right now. You have the next sprint to write that, okay? Cool. Hi, I'm so glad you're here and Louise! Louise! Louise, I literally love all your videos. I love that you're writing I love that you're writing a script, and I think that that's so cool, and I think that that's so different, and while I have never done screenwriting myself, I think that it's honestly so cool. We need like a screenwriting subsection of AuthorTube for all the screenwriters. I don't know if that's a thing, but I love all your videos. They're very cool. Hello to everyone who just yes. Last words. I grabbed Chloe Lane, I mean her litter, and stuck her it into my pocket. I was too curious to let this go. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I hate when my no. Me the entire video. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Okay. Pork stew with meatballs. It's Quebec Christmas. Ooh, wait, that sounds so cool. I love that. That's awesome. I love that. That's so fun. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, yeah, I just realized that maybe this was your first comment and then you said also hi. Hello. It's nice to have you here. The Easter eggs thing is so well. It's no, literally. It's so funny. Like I get so much joy from it. It's actually crazy. Like even when I announce like the novel or if I get a deal and I finally tell people what my book is about, like no one's going to watch old videos back and notice. If you guys do, please leave a comment and be like, I get the joke now. I get the joke. I get the joke now. It would bring me so much life cuz like the amount is actually insane. And then my book series, I'm really into numerology. And then I'll look at like video views or something, and then I'll be like, what if I just posted like a picture of this and was like, oh, so thankful. But like in the bottom, it's like the certain number that relates to my book. And I'm like, it's a clue. It's a clue. Like, ugh. If I ever do that now, I guess. Now it's too late for me to do that. Well, I'm trying to be secretive, but I'm working on it for a while. I've made good progress this past month and I'm proud of it. I wish I explained the story better. That is perfectly fine. I perfectly understand. I'm the queen of sharing absolutely nothing. So I love that for you. And I'm so glad that you've made a lot of progress. That is so awesome. And I'm so happy for you. I get that. I like being secretive too. Best of luck with your debut. Yes. There's something so precious about it because you can like keep it to yourself. And it's like it's safely in your mind away from the thoughts and feelings of the world. So I completely get that. Also, sometimes the internet can be a very scary place. Yes, thank you. I love this. What? I found Luis's videos this month and I'm loving them, but didn't realize you had 2 channels subscribing. Wait, do you have 2 channels? Do you have 2 wait, how did I not realize? Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I was like, "Queen, I'll be there for both." I'm so glad. I literally love the videos. They bring me so much joy. And like they're just so I don't know how to describe it. It's like they're just so comforting in a way. This sounds bad. It's like you're struggling and I'm struggling with you. Like all your videos where you're like, I don't know what to do. Like I'm freaking out. Literally me. Literally me. I Writing is the most, like, up and down thing ever. It's like one day you're like, "I'm a literary genius," and the next is you're like, "This is literal garbage." And there's no in between ever. Yes. Yes, also loving you're also writing a screenplay? This is so cool. I love this. My university offers screenwriting classes, and I'm never gonna get to take one because I strictly don't have time and I'm about to graduate. But, like, I think screenwriting is so interesting, and it's, like, a very specific art, like, writing a novel and writing a screenplay not screenplay, but, like, screenwriting. Well, is a movie count as screenplay? I don't know why I'm mixing this up, but, like, it's completely different things. Like, the style of writing is different, and when you're trying to convey, I feel like you have to be so much more clear about, like, what is happening in a scene. So I think that that's so cool. It's a story about grief, love, grief and stuff. Grief and stuff. Same. My story is also a story about grief and stuff. I won't get into it, but a recent event in my life led me to developing the story. Well, I'm sorry if it was anything terrible, but I'm glad that you are if it was something bad that you're able to make a story out of it and make an impact out of it. So that's awesome. I don't know. I have a point, LOL. I completely get that. That sounds good, but I'm sure it's going to be a great book. Oh, sorry, that sounds sad. I can't read. That sounds sad, but I'm sure it's gonna be a great book. I hope you're having fun with it. Yes, very much so. Oh, very much. I'm so glad. Did you write "And the Truth Shall Set You Free"? I bought it. Haven't read it yet, but it's right here beside me. Ooh, wait. Ooh, wait. Wait. Okay, writing this down now. I've written rough drafts of novels before, but this I feel might be the one I debut with. That is so cool. That is so cool. And it's so nice to be like, I feel like this is the one. Like I've written a lot, but this is the one. And to know and to think that this is the one. I think that's awesome. Yeah. Well, I believe in you. I believe that this is the one. I fully believe. You can do it. Yes, exactly. I get the feeling. I think my current whip might be and that's the best feeling too. And I must say that, like, the book that I thought was gonna be this sounds so bad, but, like, the book that I thought was gonna be my debut project, Where They Put Us, that you guys didn't even see me work on in this channel because I worked on that before I even started YouTube. I thought that was gonna be my debut, and then I just ran into so many issues and I decided to shelve it. I think I will revisit eventually. It's dystopian. It's really fun. It's, like, everything that I love to read, basically, but I got to the point where I was like, "This book literally has no plot." Like, this book has no plot. Like, the extent of the 35 words would be crazy. The extent of the 35K words that I wrote towards that story, and by the way, it wasn't gonna be much longer, it may have made it to 40K, was my character walking around and having deep conversations with other people, which can be a book, but it it wa no, no, it needed a plot. It needed a plot, and it didn't have one. So I may revisit, but I just wanna say, like, if it doesn't work out, you can keep writing more books, and I feel like and you knowing that it's gonna be your debut is, like, really good. Because when I first wrote AOS, it came so naturally to me, and other projects, like, Where They Put Us hadn't come to natural. It felt like I was almost, like, trying to figure something out, but it wasn't clicking for me, and then AOS clicked for me. So the feeling when it clicks for you is the best, and when it just flows out of you is amazing. Now, it's not gonna be every day, but, like, I don't know I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Don't talk to me. I can't read a single comment today. I don't know why. What? Yes, that's me. Thank you for buying my book. I hope you enjoy it. That's awesome. I love that. That's so cool. Wait, I actually need to write that down before I get and the truth shall set you free. I'm the kind of person that leaves reminders for myself through tabs on Google. And so I literally have like 20 tabs open right now. So that is now a tab. I love that. Okay. I've been writing for almost 10 years now, but it's only been in recent years that I attempted to develop my skills. I love that. And see, like, it's so fun. And there's so much. educational content and information out there that a lot of writers and readers do, which is very helpful. So I feel rather new to it all. Well, know that all of us are learning. I feel like every new project is a new journey all over again in some senses. Like you learn things, but we're constantly learning and growing, so you are definitely not alone. Hooray! Publish author in the stream. Yes! Stars, stars, stars and claps, stars and claps. That's so exciting. Yes, loving that. Finished chapter 22 of 30 for Project Sugar and Spice yesterday, so I'm brainstorming ideas for chapter 23. That is awesome. You were close. You were close. I'm not even kidding, because like 22 out of 30. I wonder if you know when you think you're gonna finish the project. No, no pressure. That's not me pressuring. But like, I'd be interested to know when you think you're gonna finish because I feel like that's really close. Like you're a little bit over of the third, 2/3 of the way done. You're almost there, which is awesome. Yes, we love that. How do you guys make choices when you have a lot of choices for plot? Like how it should go and how it shouldn't? I definitely get this to a core. I know I was talking about where they put us earlier. A big reason why I had to shelve that project is because my brain essentially entered the project multiverse, is what I call it, is where you get absolutely paralyzed by the amount of different directions your story can go, and you cannot choose a single one. Scary, I know. But I must say that at the end of the day, you should choose to write the story. First of all, it is your story. So, like, write about what you like. What would you like to see happen? What would you like to see your characters do? Like, what kind of vibe do you like? Like, what kind of direction do you see the story going? What do you want to say with your story? If you have a certain theme or like thing that you want to say with your story, maybe make the characters, maybe have stuff happen to your characters that affects them in a certain way that makes them come to realize that theme, like have it center around theme. And then also, here's the way I kind of think about it. I don't know if this makes sense, but I'm very much a method writer. And so I have to believe when I'm at the computer that I am that character. So sometimes I just have to ask myself, like, realistically, how does this story happen? Like, as this character facing this problem, what do I, with the skills and knowledge and specific personality and quirks and interests that I have, how do I specifically go about solving this problem? And then have them go about the problem. So problems get your character to discover the truth, like they have their false want or like false ideology in the beginning of the book. Abby Emmons talks about this. I know we were talking about Abby earlier, but like the things that you give your character to deal with should direct them toward the theme, and the way that they react should be specific to who they are as a character, their thoughts, their emotions, their feelings, stuff like that, if that makes sense. But I definitely understand there's a lot of choices. The easiest thing for me is to know the beginning and the end, and then piece everything together and see how all those little pieces affect things. You can come up with like multiple different lines of your story to see which one you like better, see how a certain choice affects the rest of it, and stuff like that. But just overall, like putting in the big points and then filling it in with the smaller ones. This is not similar at all, but you know the illusion with how you need to spend your time where you put the big rocks. No, you don't. What do you do? But think of it like you come up with the big things and then you fill in all the little small ones. Instead of trying to fill it all out at the same time, come up with the big things that you know are cornerstone to your book. And then you can piece those together and string those together with stuff in between. I hope that makes sense. I don't actually know if that makes sense, but I hope that that is helpful. Same on the tabs. Yes. I use tabs every single day of my life, and it's gonna haunt me forever. Ooh, what kind of book did you publish? I already have one published titled Culinary Confessions, Pastry Chef Friends to Lovers Novella. Yes, that is a good question. Stars, stars, stars. Exactly. I just do the first idea that comes to mind. Usually I'm a complete pantser. LOL. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know what I am. Like, I think I'm a pantser. But, like, at the same time, maybe I'm a plotter and I just don't write it down. Maybe it's just all in my head. And I have checkpoints. I don't know. I'm gonna call myself a pantser because I think that's what I am. Because, like, to the extent that plotters plot, I could not plot. But I have an idea. I don't know. I think some of us have, like, a false perception of what pantsing is. Like, some people think that, like, and maybe this is how it is for some people, but some people think that pantsing, you literally have no idea what you're doing. Like, you just open a document and go. But, like, pantsers have ideas of what they wanna say and, like, what they wanna do. They're just in their head, and they just don't know how it's gonna come out. Like, they have the seeds. It's like gardeners versus architect. They have the seeds. They don't know how they're gonna do it, but they know what they're doing, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure when I'm gonna finish the project. Hopefully January, but that's soon. Even if it's after January, that's still really soon. And it seems like you're getting close, which is awesome. You just gotta like lock in. And like obviously take breaks and stuff, but like I feel like you got this. It's amazing. Yes, best of luck. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I'm gonna have to check your book out. I'm quite into romance. My book is a memoir about healing from eating. That's so amazing. That's so amazing. This may be too personal, but I had an eating disorder at a very young age. So, like, that's very special. And your faith journey, that's truly a special book. I'm definitely going to have to check that out because that is so awesome. So, basically, mental health plus face. Stop. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Genuinely, that's amazing. A memoir? I'll have to look into that. Yes, it sounds very interesting. I've been reading a lot of memoirs lately. Seems right up my alley. I have not been reading a lot of memoirs, but I feel like they're amazing. Because, I mean, there's nothing better than a book that tells a story that's personal and raw and real, and I feel like that's what a lot of memoirs are. Oh, thank you. I also have an author newsletter for my next novel, Pastry Chef Rivals to Lovers. Sorry, Pastry Chef Rivals to Lovers novel titled Project Sugar and Spice on Ko-fi too. And ooh, your memoir sounds interesting and also inspiring too. Yes, I love that. I love that. I love the cover. So oh, that's so sweet, you guys. That's killing me that you guys are checking out each other's books. This is like a dream to watch. Also, yes. I love this so much. Oh, this is so sweet. I'm trying to catch up with everyone. I love this. What if how you write is everything coming from conversation between characters? Like the plot, the events, everything birthing from dialogues. Ah, I know that a lot of writers have more dialogue based books, like more conversation based books. Hmm. Well, okay. I'm trying to think because I've read a few books in the past that have a lot of conversation between characters. Well, you got to think about like where the conversations fit into plot. Why are these conversations being had and how do they affect the characters? Does a certain conversation happen because of an earlier conversation that was had? Like, is it like cause and effect? Think of it as cause and effect. Something happens to the character, they do something. Something happens, they do something. Or they do something and it causes something to happen. Like, maybe think of it through the lens of cause and effect. And, like, in that sense, and then maybe certain conversations are causing them to act in certain ways, if that makes sense. If you have like dialogue scenes of like scenes that you like of like character interactions that you just dreamed up and you're very excited to write, maybe think of like what is the context into which this conversation is being had, what had to happen in order for this conversation to happen, and what's going to happen after this conversation happened, if that makes sense. I may not be the best person to answer this because while my characters do have dialogue, I don't think in the form of dialogue as much. I like to dream up little scenes with my characters, but it's definitely a different brain thing. So definitely if you're in the chat and you function with dialogue, please answer. Maybe you're a planter. Maybe I'm so it's 8:20. Oh, this is 8:15. Oh my gosh, maybe. I could be. Yay, let me know. Oh, this is so sweet. I love this. Well, I've been enjoying Stephen King's memoir. Not sure how I feel about him as a person, but I happened upon the book. I will do. On the writing one? Yeah, that was good. Oh, I wonder if it is on writing. I wanna read more writing books. I really do, because I feel like there are a lot of good ones out there. I wanna, like I kinda wanna read some Hello Future Me. I don't know, he has wr they have writing books, don't they? Hello Future Me has writing books? I think so. I just like Hello Future Me. Oh, Hannah, I hope you enjoy the book if you check it out. Glad you're thank you. I'm so glad. But that it sounds like such a sweet book, and I'm glad that, like, you're able to take something that happened to you and make it impactful, make a story about it, and share it with other people. I know that's not an easy thing to do, to be vulnerable, and you did that, which is awesome. I'll have to go, but it was nice talking to y'all. Bye. Bye. I'm so glad you were able to come. I hope that you haven't left since, like, I'm answering this 3 minutes behind. Oh, this is so fun. Yes, I hope we do. I'm so glad that you came. Also, on Instagram, same name profile. I don't post often, but I like sharing my poetry. Definitely go check out if you guys like poetry. I love poetry. If I didn't spend so much time writing fiction, I'd probably write poetry, but I'm taking a writing poetry class. I'm taking like the second. I've already taken the first. I'm taking advanced writing poetry next semester. Poetry is so fun. It's so fun, and it's so fun to write, and it's kind of like it has like it has so much rhythm, and I love pretty prose. And I know that not all poetry is pretty prose. You can have really clear, pretty you can have very clear poetry that is straight to the point and is still just impactful, but you can do a lot with poetry. You can do a lot of amazing different styles and things with poetry. Wait, sorry, you were Oh, well, we're all still glad to have the Instagram. We love the Instagram. So the previous okay. Ooh, okay. So the previous chapter title for PSNS was Tempered Expectations, making this chapter's title glazing confused, where the pastry chef's MC attraction to each other makes it hard for them. So like, okay. Oh, so your chapter titles are like culinary, which is pretty cool. Which is really cool. This is so cool. Hello Future Me, I think they do too. Cause I remember, cause I know Hello Future Me has books. I just can't remember if they're writing craft books or they're short story collections. I think they might be shorts. I can't remember, but I remember the covers and I remember them talking about it. And I love Hello Future Me videos. They're honestly incredible. Truly. I would like to reread the Stephen King one. C.S. Lewis has one, collected essays with tips on writing, and I'm excited. I love C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis is my favorite. No, I'm obsessed with C.S. Lewis. Well, here's the thing, you guys. Because I'm writing like a series of books, and I'm a pantser, and I don't really know what's gonna happen in all my books. I have like a few books of this entire series plotted out, but I have like gaps in the story, but I want it to be a certain number of books. And so I was looking at C.S. Lewis and the Chronicles of Narnia. This is completely unrelated to what you're saying, but it was saying that like he didn't publish them in the inner chronological order, which is how they're published now. At one point, they were in the publication order, and then they were switched around towards the sequential order and how events happen in the book. And that kind of made me feel better that like I can write a series in a certain order. Like I can write the ideas I have and fill in the gaps later. Like there are no rules. But then I got into like the rabbit hole. Hey,
Hannah.
hey, I'm like 3 minutes behind on chat, so
Oh, hi
bye.
everyone.
I love you.
I love you too.
Bye.
Shameless advertisement. There's a Skyrim server now if anyone wants to join.
A Skyrim server.
Ask your host about it.
I don't know what the server is called though.
Keizal online. It's a Skyrim server.
Sponsored. Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
No.
I'm sorry, not sponsored. That was my husband, Brandon, y'all. Anyway, Well, I was looking at C.S. Lewis and the fact that they weren't published in order, and then I got down a rabbit hole of like the difference in C.S. Lewis and Tolkien's writing routines and how one of them was a plotter and one of them was a pantser.
go.
Bye. How one of them was a plotter and one of them was a pantser, and that made me feel better. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, so sweet. I function with not just dialogue. Oh my gosh, how behind? Okay, I'm 4 minutes behind. I function with not just dialogue, so I'm a writer and a director. And when I write, I start with dialogue, but also the taking in everything, using psychology, history, in every field I can, but also focusing on the weight of the environment and how the words affect. Yeah. It sounds. It sounds very much screenplay. It sounds very screenplay. And even if you're not writing a screenplay, maybe if you were to look into advice on how to write a screenplay, maybe that would help because it's the way your brain functions. I'm not sure. Just a thought. Yes, I love this. Everything I write. See, no, the thing is, Ian, I have to tell you this. The moment they said that, you know who I thought of? I thought of Ian cuz I did I beta read I did a manuscript critique on one of the first book in the series and I was like, yep, dialogue. Ian all the way, but I didn't want to say anything in case you weren't still here, but I'm glad. Everything I write is dialogue. The narrator only fills in the gaps. It's totally possible to have an engaging story based on awesome dialogue. I agree. Because as soon as they said that, I was like, Ian's books are definitely an engaging and powerful story in which a lot of it is in dialogue. A lot of it is dialogue heavy in a cinematic way. Oh, yes. Yes, they are. I love the culinary theme. I have going on with chapter titles. I love that. Bring back chapter titles. Honestly. Will AOS have chapter titles? No, but I want to do I think Project Eerie might have chapter titles. I love chapter titles. Let's bring back chapter titles. I think they are writing books. Yes, that's cool, and I'd love to hear more about it. Now I need to know what the platform is. What the platform is? Are you're gonna have to tell me. You're gonna have to tell me what we're talking about. If you're talking about the Skyrim intrusion, or what we're talking about. Grabbed a copy. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm writing sci-fi crime thrillers, very character-based since the environments are mostly pristine space stations. I'm going with the audio drama vibe, like old-time Philip Marlowe. Love. Also, if you love dialogue, theater will love you. That is true. Love thriller. Love that. So what? Sorry. Ooh, what's your Insta man, if I may? That's so fun. I love that. I think that I'm finally caught up with the chat. I don't know what platform you're mentoring. Maybe it was someone else in the chat, but let me know. But we are currently an hour and a half in. So I am thinking that we start on another sprint. Tell me if you guys would like to do a 30. I think we can just hit it with another 30 and then maybe end it for the night. And that way we'll have a lot of productivity along with all the chats. I'm just now realizing that if we've done 2 half-hour sprints, we have been talking for a literal hour. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Oh, yes. I could not explain it. I know I don't know if you heard it cuz he was above here, but he said what it was called and it's very hard to set up, but if you go to the website, he said there will be a Discord and you can join the Discord and then I'm sorry, he just had to set this all up for me today. But if you go to the website, start with the K, and you go to the Discord, you click the Discord button, it'll take you to the Discord. You can get on the Discord, and there should be someone in there that can like explain how to set everything up. But it's basically like a community with a modded Skyrim and where everything functions through that. And so it's like role play in Skyrim. So it's really, really cool. No problem. I'll check it out. Since I'm not sure if links. Yeah, I don't think so either. In the sprint, I will find it for you. I will find it for you. I will figure out what website it is, and I will put it in the chat. It won't be as a link, but it'll be so you can look it up. But yeah. So yeah, are you guys ready for another sprint? I am thinking another 30, and to just be streamlined, I think we'll go ahead and go with that. But yeah, for all of you who are writing, being productive, cooking, cleaning, whatever, I'm wishing you the best of luck. I hope that everything goes well for the 30-minute sprints. And yeah, good luck, everyone. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Hello, everyone. Definitely comment and let us know how it went. I know Mattio came. Almost Rico came and left. And yes, I'm sorry that you joined late. It's also kind of my fault because they are impromptu, so I literally only posted about it 2 hours ago, maybe, probably even less than that. But also, thank you, Ian, so much for posting in the Discord. I always forget to do that. I always forget to add the lives to the Discord. I always forget. I do everything else. I put it on Instagram, I post about it on community post, and I forget the Discord every time. So thank you. I know there's always someone that does that, and that is so sweet. And typically it's Ian. So I really appreciate that, Ian. Yes. Yes, I love the 3, 2, 1. Very fun. So definitely let me know. You guys, how did it go? I remember that I didn't even tell you guys how it went in the first sprint. I've kind of just been doing pretty much just simple things tonight that don't take too much time. I literally made a book playlist for the first time ever. And you'd think, Hannah, you're on draft 3. How do you not have a book playlist? I just don't. I have songs that I listen to. You guys know I've talked about it before. My Radiohead obsession, my Creed obsession, my everything obsession. I just had to compile all those and I made a playlist. Let me know if you guys would like me to share the playlist for you. Their YouTube playlist. I've made one for Project Airy and Project AOS now. And so I could make those public if you guys want to see what I listen to. All of the rock alternative that I listen to for writing, love that. I actually think, okay, I think more people need to listen to alternative rock for writing. Classical music, amazing. I play violin, or I did. I've played a lot of classical music throughout my life. Like, but think about it. You could listen to classical music, or you can listen to like divorced dad rock, like I'm sad, let's scream about it. Sorry, that sounds so dramatic. No, there is actual like thought. It's literal poetry. But like alternative rock, the feeling, the emotion of it. Think of how hard that would hit when like your character's having the dark night of the soul and it's like one less breath by Creed in the background. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And so like I compiled all the AOS stuff like Noah Kahan, Creed, Radiohead. I have Cave Town in there. Cave Town's a big one. I put We Hug Now in there. And then I almost cried. But that was the first sprint. And so I went ahead and checked that off. If there's any song that I'm missing that I haven't thought of, I'll add it later. And then I started working on the revision board, and I've kind of been adding to the Pinterest board throughout the sprint. I think I'm going to like really solidify it, and then I'm going to make a similar vision board like I did for Erie. I may add it to YouTube Shorts. I think that'd be cool. Like I did with the Project Erie vision board, but that way I have a vision board. Some more things that I need to do. No. You guys are coming for me. You guys are coming for me right now. What? Book playlists are fun, even though I don't really do it. Yes, the divorced dad rock. I don't come for me, okay? I love divorced dad rock. It's literally everything. Okay, I know it's so funny. I think that it's a genre. Isn't it a genre? I think that it is. I think that it is, and I think it's so funny. Radiohead inspires me. Literally wearing a Radiohead tee right now for the character I'm doing now. I have a whole analysis of OK Computer and how OK Computer is so good. OK Computer is incredible. I love OK Computer. But like I have a lot of more stuff that I have to do, like a bunch. I have to like come up with the series plot structure. I have to like balance and mark out scenes. And I really need to figure out the series as a whole, like a general idea of all the books. And then I need to do like government and stuff. I'm really trying to get World Meld out before I go into this draft. And then I need to reread draft 2, take notes, reverse plot, make the plot for draft 3, and like set it down in stone for real. Well, if I ever have a divorce scare joking. Oh my gosh, this is so funny to me. I love this. Keep that in mind. Exactly. But yeah, if you guys have any last lines, let me know. I would love to see them. And yeah, I think, well, let me know. I will give you guys like the next minute to kind of give us some last lines and really figure that out. So yeah. Also, I'm so glad you were here. I'm so glad you were here. That's so kind. But yeah. Oh, oh, my last line was he chokes to death on his. That's crazy. That's literally insane. I love that for you. No, Google is genuinely gonna be terrified of me. I don't have a last line, I was just doing chores. So fair. Chores must be done. I was rereading, this is not a fun one, but the line I got to was, "May I get you a drink?" You know what? It's simple to the point, and I love it. And depending on the context, can be very interesting. But yeah, it looks like we are coming up on 2 hours. I'm so sorry. I literally, like, zoned out for a minute. But yeah, I'm so glad that you guys came. I I'm so glad that we all got to write together. I feel like we haven't got to catch up in a while, and I've really missed it. And so I'm glad we all got to do writing sprints together. It's really fun. Definitely keep me updated on how the projects are going. I can't wait to go look at all of y'all's books and check them out. And I'm just so grateful that all of you joined the stream and enjoyed writing. This was really fun. So I just wanted to thank you guys. This was fun, and you guys made it so much fun, and it was just really enjoyable to get to write with you guys. But I am going to go ahead and end the stream. Thank you all for sharing your last lines. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I truly appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Louise. I'm so glad you came. You guys are all amazing. And I want to end with this is your reminder that you can write that book. You can write the story. You have incredible power in your words and the things that you write. Don't underestimate the power that words can have and the power that you hold. And don't be afraid to tell the story that you want to tell and to confront the theme that you want to confront. And you guys got this. And I'm so grateful for all of you. Have a great Christmas. Happy holidays. Whatever you're celebrating, have a great break. And I will be praying for all of you. You guys are amazing. I love you. And I need to end the stream, but thank you.